What if almost everything you think you're seeing is not actually what's there? Not in a philosophical way, in a mechanical way. Your brain is not recording reality. It's building an episode of it a little bit at a time. So the question is simple. How much of your daily life is real and how much of your brain is filling in the blanks? You are not seeing reality directly. A lot of people assume that the brain works like a recording device. Light comes in, picture goes out. That's not what's happening. The brain runs a constant cycle. It predicts the incoming messages, it makes corrections, and it updates your model of reality. They call it predictive processing in neuroscience. So instead of you seeing what your brain is doing, it's really guessing and adjusting. That means you don't receive raw reality. You are getting a constructed, built version of it, not the source and interpretation. It's prediction versus reality, and we get depressed when it mismatches, it doesn't line up. So look at simple everyday moments. Two people hear the same sentence. One feels attacked, one doesn't. You walk into a room, you sense something is wrong, and even without clear evidence, you replay that memory in your mind, and it feels more intense than what actually occurred. Nothing external changed. What changed was that model of reality internally. And this connects to how much attention gets put out there and how you process everything and the way it filters aggressively. And one major side effect to this, psychologists call it the spotlight effect. You feel that people are judging you or noticing you far more than they actually are. In reality, most of what you're worrying about barely registers in other people's attention because they're too busy living their own life. So what you felt is not what actually happened. Here's a simple breakdown so you can understand. Your perception is not the stable idea. It's changing depending on the prediction, the emotion, and where you're putting your attention and those limits. Your attention is not wide open. It's limited. And it removes bits and pieces of information before you even notice that it exists. Because your brain is like this on prediction, it can be changed on the fly, and the model of your reality is changing on the fly. Your experience with reality changes alongside with it. So it's not about how you feel. You're working with something that's constantly changing and updating, like software. Your model of reality is editable. And this doesn't mean reality is fake. It means your experience of reality is an interpretation and it's partial. The external world exists independently, but your access to it is filtered. It's filtered through your prior beliefs, your emotional state, your attention span, the way you predict things and your prediction errors. So the real limit isn't reality itself. It's the narrow scope your mind uses to actually interpret it. You are not reacting according to your reality directly. You are reacting to a constantly updating internal simulation. And that simulation is usually accurate enough to function, but it's not accurate enough to be totally trusted blindly 100%. If your brain is constantly changing and predicting reality before it actually arrives, what happens when those predictions are wrong for long periods of time? And more importantly, who gets to update that internal representation when that model is doing its thing, updating? Interesting, right? Don't forget to like, subscribe. Thank you for watching Voices of Victory channel. I'm Mario Leone. See you on the next episode.